right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Shin, joined as always by my co-host, Jay Lee.
Hey.
And today we have two very special guests. You've heard them before. We've got James Chung.
What's up?
And the other Jay Lee.
Yo.
Otherwise known as Uncle Jay. But I do have to say, Jay, you've now advanced to Grandpa Jay because Jay is Uncle Jay. Like when
Jay's Uncle Jay now?
When Jay was hanging out with us last week and playing with the baby, he's Uncle Jay. We call him Uncle Jay.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Well, we need to redo
We have
the
a whole new generation coming.
We have a new
in.
generation, bro.
I'm trying to make Jay Uncle happen. So you can
Jay
be
Uncle.
Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay.
I'm Jay Uncle.
Something about Jay Uncle just sounds so.
This is gonna get
Jay
confusing.
Uncle is
Because Korean people say the name and then Samchon. And that's how my family grew up calling all our uncles. We called them, Steve Uncle, Chris Uncle, Sam Uncle. Yeah.
Well, one of these is we need to settle on the nomenclature.
Today I sent
sure.
a text when I was trying to get the podcast going, and I literally sent a message to you guys saying, "Let me ask Jay if it's okay." Jay says it's fine. We can record it. We can record at Uncle Jay's. I'll talk to Jay Jr.
I saw that. I was
So
like, I
fucking
legit was
confusing.
confused because we're spelled the same.
Yeah.
But so this is going to be our Christmas episode, and if you're catching a clip online, you can see that we have this beautiful gilded painting behind us of a moving image, no less.
Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter.
Surely.
It's definitely Harry Potter. It's Hogsmeade.
It's an AI portrait, actually.
It 100% is AI.
Got it at Art Gallery.
But, Christmas is so soon. It's just around the corner. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if stressed is the right word, but I am feeling slightly like 답답해 because I wanted to go shopping. I wanted to get gifts. We put up our tree last week. We have no gifts underneath it yet, but I have no time. Literally trying to find time to go out and buy gifts is its own, especially if I'm trying to secretly buy a gift for Jaehyun. There's no way I can get away with it. This would be the time that I would have been able to do it, but I'm actually podcasting.
But you do know there's a site called Coupon.
But buying gifts from Coupon is so lame.
Don't do it.
So lame.
You know what Seoul needs is a C's Candy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love C's Candy.
Wait, they have C's Candy here.
Yeah, they do.
Do they have a C's Candy store?
It's like a kiosk.
There are the boxes of chocolate are already wrapped.
What are your guys'
That's cool,
thoughts
guy.
on gifting chocolates to close friends? I'm not talking office coworker gifts because I actually got
As opposed to what?
as opposed to literally anything else. But I think I've been gifted popcorn tins before,
Okay.
chocolates, which are very thoughtful sort of coworker gifts. But what are your thoughts on giving that to a friend, for example?
Okay, I'll say this. C's Candy was a cool gift for me to give when I lived in the East Coast because it's a West Coast
It's a West Coast thing. Hell yeah.
And so you're like, you got to try C's Candy. This stuff is really good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In principle, I think giving anything that's like a chocolate or popcorn
Fruitcake.
tin, fruitcake. Oh god, this is a fruitcake.
Peanut brittle.
Dude, a
Peanut
fruitcake.
brittle. You've done all of them. You
Yeah,
did
yeah,
all of
yeah.
them.
Fruitcake is what you give
These
to
are the-
someone you hate.
Well, these are the things
I love fruitcake.
Well,
so
these are the-
you
these
could
are-
re-gift fruitcake to me.
No, these are the
And I will appreciate it.
the Girl Scout kind of things
The
they
sugar
sell for
cookies.
fundraisers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly,
Here's my take is so to a friend you would think what are the gifts to give a friend? What pricey lotion or maybe a scarf,
A
nice
candle.
scarf,
I think candle's always at the top
Candle.
of my list for.
candle.
Yeah.
But I just say I think C's Candy because I like consumables.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like snacking.
you like candy.
Yeah, I don't like to have something on my shelf and go, oh, I got this from Aaron 3 years
Oh,
ago.
okay. You don't want trash, basically. Yeah.
It just becomes trash.
Totally valid. It's actually very valid.
I will say though, for it to not become trash, if it's someone close and you know them well, and you can think of a relevant gift, that can hit real hard.
Dude, what about the Stanley Cup I got you last
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, I still use it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
A book.
Dude, the worst
a
Christmas
book
present
looking.
I think we ever. Do you remember that year at White Elephant when Justin, his White Elephant gift was 3 books about business?
I've heard about this year. I wasn't
Oh,
present.
you weren't.
for
It was
yeah.
That is such
it
a
was
Justin gift.
It was the
I don't
hands
really know
down
him well,
worst,
but
worst White Elephant gift. No one wanted it. We were actively trying to avoid it. I used to be a huge book giver, obviously, because I was a literary studies major and everything, and I had to learn that very few people will get excited about books as a gift. Except Saul is the only friend that I will buy a nice edition of this book for, and he'll be excited about. But that's
or
it.
what if you know that your friend is a fan of someone and you give them that
Yeah,
an
totally.
autobiography.
Totally. I think that's
No,
very
you
valid.
got you got to
That's
get
great.
them. What's it called when you hire your favorite celebrity to like say some
cameo. Dude, imagine getting a cameo from like fucking who's-
Holland Mockery, bro. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what's that writer that is infamously reclusive? Thomas Pynchon.
Oh my
Dude, if you
God.
get a cameo from Thomas Pynchon, that would be worth $1 million. Infamously, this writer has like not shown his face in public in decades.
Speaking of Christmas gift and books, you could just come to Home Brand and pick up a Home book.
Oh yeah, we should plug your daughter's store. So
it's a illustrated children's book, kind of like Dr. Seuss, but for adults for the quarter life crisis, and it's only 25,000 won.
Honestly, I feel like first of all, the book is really cute.
it's a cool book. She did a great job with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
I think we should hit up a mall, but I feel like we got so little days left. We're going to be hitting up a really crowded mall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, there was one year where I made a point of trying to get gifts for like everyone I could think of, like maybe my closest 13 or 14 people in Seoul.
It's a lot.
And yeah, it's just way too much. Like
Yeah.
if I do that this year, everyone's getting a candle or lotion.
Yeah.
I appreciate the gift you gave
Jay, I'm
me.
giving you a fruitcake, and that's
You're going to get a lotion set, and then you're going to piece it up. You're going to open it up. I'm going to get conditioner.
You're
gonna get the
don't throw
shampoo.
shade on Aaron.
Just get a big Costco thing and then give each person a pump.
No, but I've always appreciated and respected, looked up to people who are really good with gifts.
yeah,
because I'm not.
It's a fun thing to do. Does your family do gift giving?
We don't get gifts at all.
Has it been that way your entire
Decades.
adult life? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
When's the last time?
Wait, your kids didn't grow
No,
up with like whimsical Santa?
They
sort of-
did,
Okay.
but like 1 year we held the Santa thing for a long time, but like it worked with Katie for a while, but Annie, like she was like 6 years old, and I told her that Santa got her the thing that she wanted, which was some sort of like iPod for kids, you know, kind of thing, a music like whatever you plug in, you know, like a Bluetooth thing, and she got it. I'm like, look, Santa got this for you, and she immediately looks, and like the next thing I hear from her, like, it's made in China.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Santa has elves in China? China's one of the biggest manufacturing places in the world.
Yeah.
And she's like, looks at me like, yeah, right, Dad.
Wow.
you
she was
told
so
her
smart.
Santa has Chinese workers.
I did. I mean, where, in this day and age, do you think they're making stuff in the North Pole? Come
No,
on.
you gotta spin it to be like, no, with China, no, actually, China is part of the North Pole. It was annexed by Santa and his army in the Great War of 15.
or Santa license or like work contracts out Foxconn in
Exactly,
Shenzhen to work
exactly.
out. So
No, I have a really nice tree at home in LA, and we used to have all the family members and friends over for Christmas. But all the gifts underneath would be my wife would prepare gifts for like the in-laws, you know, my siblings' families' kids. Christine's siblings' families' kids. None of the adults got gifts.
Yeah, I mean, we're at that age too. I don't
Yeah.
expect to get gifts. Like Jayan and I don't expect to exchange gifts. Although she already did buy me something.
Yeah,
but I know what it
the
is
thing-
because I
that's the
pretty much
thing we-
asked her for it.
That's
so.
the thing we do not do is
Okay.
like give each other gifts because, wow, like that would be crazy. Like, where does it stop? It's birthday, Valentine's. You know what I mean?
okay.
It's-
I will
where
say
does it
this.
stop?
This is how we know we're Asian. My like white friends, you'll go to like, especially growing up, you go to their like living room where they have the Christmas tree during Christmas season, and it'll be a big living room just full of gifts.
Yeah.
No one's like stockings, like just huge boxes covering the entire floor.
Yeah.
And this is such like an important tradition. And my sister and I, when we were younger, we tried to make it a thing. So we would like buy our parents a gift and
Aw,
like put it
that's
under the
cute.
tree
Yeah.
and get something for like each other or something, and we had like 6 gifts under the tree.
I used to count presents when I was a kid. I would count how many presents there were.
To figure out how many babies are yours.
No, just like because I don't know. Maybe it is an American thing, but it's like seeing a fuck ton of boxes under the tree.
It's cool,
It's
though.
just
It's
like
cool.
it's like this thing.
It's
Yeah,
a cool tradition.
And I remember one year my sister and I were like, okay, I know mom's gonna get me a Game Boy Color and she's gonna get you like this American Girl doll, whatever. We already knew our gifts. But there were no boxes on the tree, so we went through our closet and we just found a bunch of shit and put it in boxes and wrapped it.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's for the aesthetic.
Yeah, just for the aesthetic.
Well,
yeah.
Sounds like a fire hazard.
Like for me, it'd be like I remember one year specifically, like the first year, my sister and I tried to do it, and we got a couple presents under the tree. And my parents are like, "What is this?" Like, it's gifts for Christmas.
And they're like, "Where'd you get the money?"
Well, and like we like,
Are you selling drugs?
Yeah, we saved up to like get my mom a laptop.
What?
And, like,
Wow.
So you were selling drugs.
No.
How does a child in
I don't know.
Virginia,
I think
Maryland?
Well, we just had like yongdon. You know what I mean? Like, so just some like pocket money.
Damn, you buy your mom a laptop?
I think I remember doing that. It
But
wasn't
it was like a Toshiba, and she was like, "Oh
Yeah.
God, oh thanks."
just need something to surf the web with.
Yeah.
But then like Christmas Day, my dad would be like, okay, so what do you want? Let's go to the store. I'm like, okay.
For sure.
Christmas the day of. Wow.
I remember it's the same year that I got the Game Boy Color. When I quote unquote opened my gift, it was a voucher from Toys R Us to pick it up in store, which was the biggest.
Dude, Santa really
Yeah, he fucked me over, dude. He
outdid
fucked me over.
himself.
But I remember we were going to Lake Tahoe for like a trip. So on the way at like 7 a.m., we like picked it up. But it was just so funny. I was like, yay! Oh, what the fuck? A voucher.
Wait, so this tradition with your family, like, was it ever like spoken into existence? Like, kids were not.
Yeah,
gonna
was
do
there one
gifts?
year when the kids were so naughty that you just like went nuclear and
I don't
decided?
think that's it. Just like it's had to start somewhere.
That's what I would imagine would happen. So
because you have to give them gifts when they were kids.
I think it's more like, okay, it's Christmas season. Let's go shopping. My whole family's not really into shopping. I think it's kind of like they buy things as needed.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like, I wonder how your kids answer the question. Like, they go back to school. Like, what'd you get for Christmas?
But there's no like, like, that box is for me. Oh, it's from you, Kate.
But
there's never been like
the
that.
counterpoint to that is like the excitement and curiosity of what would you get me? Oh, you bought me something. I have to wait until Christmas Day to find out what
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, for sure.
That's like that is exciting because also in your mind, it's not like you're building up something. You're just genuinely curious. What could this be? Most of the time, it's like a sweater, socks, But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, maybe lately I'm more into astrology and stuff, but Christine and I are both Virgos. I mean,
this
we're
is,
like
so. This is the
most-
second time you brought up being a Virgo tonight. One
Yeah.
time off camera.
Yeah.
What is a Virgo? What in your
Virgo
definition? What
is
what
like
is-
extremely like practical.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's no real emotion to anything.
Oh, you're the opposite of a Pisces. Interesting.
Kind of like rules,
Like
but
robotic.
robotic.
Like dead inside.
Yeah, dead
Yeah,
inside.
hopeless. Godless. Damn.
Agrees to
sure.
everything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so everything's kind of
So you guys are pragmatists. You're
Pragmatists.
like, yeah, there's no point in trying to create this illusion of.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say to your point too, with my wife, we buy each other stuff all the time. Like one of my underwear has holes in it. She'll just buy me new underwear and I'll very earnestly be thankful because, you saved me a trip to the store. Thank you so much. I bought her a backpack the other day before our trip to America just to hold all of like Lucas's shit. It was like a nice Lululemon backpack. And I joked like, this is your Christmas gift. I think I use that joke way too much with her actually. Every time I buy her something, I'm like, this is your birthday gift. But I mean,
You're full of those.
my point being that we buy things for each other quite often, but they are mostly practical things.
I'm totally like that though. Like when I've been in like long-term relationships, it's sort of like on my way home, I see something. Oh, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
For my partner.
That's the thing about Christmas that I wish I could tap into this year, which is when you come across something and you think of someone, that is kind of the point, right? Now, obviously, it's harder when you give yourself homework. I have to think of something for James or Jay, but like for instance, I saw this really, really dope corkscrew, and I was like, oh, half of my friends would love this as a gift. It's like the best engineered corkscrew of all time. But but it was $100, and I was like, "Fuck, that's a little bit
Yeah.
too pricey."
Was
to
it a
just
Duran also?
it was some. I saw I saw an ad on Instagram and I clicked it like an idiot. But then I was like looking at the reviews on Amazon. I was like, "This is a dope ass corkscrew."
Yeah, those practical things can get quite pricey.
They're
The
very
design good.
expensive.
Design good.
It's
Yeah.
a wine opener.
It's like a nice wine opener.
It's a really nice wine opener. Yeah.
I think
So-
I've never. Well, I feel like I used to like come home a lot with like something to give my partner, but then my last long relationship, I realized it was like kind of a trap because she like wouldn't like the timing of some of the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's been long enough, so do tell.
Interesting.
Do
Well,
tell.
okay. So for example,
Sounds more like a YP, not an MP.
What does that mean? What did you say?
It's like your problem, not a my problem.
well, so like for example, I had an ex a while ago. She always loved to like have like a small breakfast, like a piece of like a scone or like a little something. You know what I mean? Like something to like hold her over in the morning. And like obviously I'd prefer that stuff. But then one day for her birthday, like I like got like a spread of things from like Curly. It got delivered like at the middle of the night. And I was gonna be like, surprise, whatever. She did get upset at me for like
Waking her up.
no, it was more like I got you something and she was like tired and cranky, but she was like but I was being cagey about it. I was like, no, it's nothing. She's like, what did you tell me? I was like, it's supposed to be a surprise. Anyways, she eventually really appreciated it, right?
She eventually appreciated
Well, like she
it.
appreciated it, but in the moment she was just like, why are you lying to me? I'm like, no, I was just trying to keep this a secret.
Dude,
It's not a lie.
your ex is so funny.
Yeah,
I
but
can
then-
imagine this argument so well in my
like,
head.
But then more recently I had one where like I bought her like I knew she liked to eat like lunch or breakfast or whatever when we woke up. But also knew she loved curry. They had a really amazing curry chicken sandwich at Tartine.
Ooh.
And I woke up, I can't order one because this is the minimum delivery. So I ordered two and I'm like, okay, I think she'll like it. If she doesn't, I'll just eat the other one. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right? I can't order one anyway. I'm not gonna order like an $8 croissant instead. I'll just get the sandwich. And we got into a huge fight about it because she wanted something else, and I guess she fell asleep thinking about it.
Oh no! You let her
Yeah.
go to sleep angry. No.
No. She fell asleep thinking about ordering something else in the morning, but then we woke up and then
I
I had already ordered something else, and she was like, "What?"
But
Like,
she didn't. You didn't know that. You didn't know that she fell asleep
YP.
thinking of like
what was
croissants.
the occasion for you to order this?
oh, just
a-
no occasion, just like
yeah, you just
let me get some
wanted
lunch.
to get
Yeah, we're gonna have to eat. You know what I mean?
So you were just being thoughtful.
Yeah. But then it was like, why would
She
can you?
clearly had a plan for what she wanted.
Yeah,
then-
she just didn't tell you. She
Yeah.
wanted you to read her mind.
No. I mean, even if she told me, it was kind of like for me. I was like, I can't order one anyways. I want her to try this.
Yeah.
I'll eat the other one if she doesn't want it.
I see.
I was like, and we got a huge fight. I was like, just try. If you don't like it, I'll eat it. I'm gonna eat it later anyway. That was the original plan. If you didn't like it, there's always a fallback.
Yeah. Did
There's
she
always
like it?
She loved it. She fucking loved it, and like would constantly would order it a lot or ask me if I wanted to eat that, and I'd be like, I'm a very like I can't eat the same thing all the time kind of guy.
And that's why you broke up with your ex.
No, but then
Bum.
But she ended up that they took that menu off at Tartine, and she was devastated.
Yo, Tartine also did that to me. They used to have a breakfast sandwich that I would fiend over, and they took it off the menu like 2 years ago.
It's always devastating.
It's devastating. Tartine, you broke my heart.
I like their pea soup though.
Pea soup.
Yeah, they have a
So
really good
what are we
pea
learning
soup.
about Jade today? Fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
Pea soup.
Pea soup.
So
Pea soup
you are
Anderson.
a geriatric white lady from the 60s.
Is it?
I want a
How
blanket
can you
and
not
pea
like
soup.
fruitcake, bro?
Dude, fruitcake is gross.
famously the worst.
It's
cake.
the worst thing.
Dude, I
People
love
hate
fruitcake.
People hate fruitcake. It's like a joke.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't.
It's like
realize.
either
Yeah.
that or Jello cake. They're both in my brain equally disgusting.
Yeah, Jello
Well, that's
cake.
controversial.
Okay, so going back to the mall shopping, what I love about it, we could go even if it's so crowded. We don't have to drive in Korea.
Well, I was gonna
So
say
there's no
we can walk.
parking.
We can walk to the mall from my
Yeah.
house because we live right next to Shinsegae.
So it doesn't matter how crowded it is.
I
It
agree.
actually might be even more fun.
But I will say that going to the mall with a kid makes everything so much harder. Just everything. So
So-
I'm babysitting the baby by myself on Saturday, so we should all hang out and go on a little guys' night out or guys' day out. But yeah, doing anything with a stroller involved is just impossible,
You
especially
just
at the
get like
mall.
a little.
So that's what I did last time. I wore him the entire time. I can definitely do that, but it's a workout.
Yeah,
It sounds
He's-
easier
yeah.
though than
Yeah.
than a
There's-
stroller
it's-
Yeah.
He's got to be heavy.
or a
He's
bassinet.
getting there. He's getting there. No, maybe we'll bring a stroller just in case. But yeah, I'm down to go shopping. I started today after I saw that corkscrew. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna like dedicate 20 minutes of my life tomorrow to just think about possible gift ideas. Not with the goal of buying something for everyone, but if I do think of something good or like an idea pops up, I will just go ahead and do it.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy myself a Christmas gift.
Me too.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get yourself?
I'm not sure, but that's
But
the
you
only,
deserve
that's the
it.
only thing I'm going to buy.
Yeah.
Because that's
What are you thinking? Like,
Yeah. What is something that you
ballpark-wise?
want?
I
What is
really want a really nice puffer jacket.
Ooh. Is there a brand
I
in
need a
mind or
puffer.
just a puffer in general?
You know, like the usual.
If someone
National
gets you
Geographic.
clothing, do you?
Yeah,
appreciate-
yeah. Are you
National
are you an
Geographic. Lockheed Martin?
Lockheed Martin
Yeah.
clothes is so crazy. But yeah,
Kodak is nice.
Discover.
But there's a lot
yeah,
of options.
Jeep makes jackets
Yeah.
now. Are you a Montclair guy? Because Montclair, I think, with your generation, is really
Yeah,
popular.
I think if it wasn't Montclair, it wouldn't fit my. I don't know. It's like I feel a little. I don't know. I feel a little FOMO not having one, at least where I live.
Yeah, where you live must be the capital of Montclair jackets.
I mean, dogs have Montclair
Yeah,
jackets.
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I mean, it's
But
ridiculous.
you've seen, I mean, that got memeified earlier this year where some like Korean comedian posted on Instagram like a skit where she plays a Daechidong mom. And one of the big jokes that got a huge laugh in that skit was her obsession with this Montclair jacket. After that skit dropped, like Montclair jacket sales went down and resale values went down.
What?
Yeah, so because Korean people are so like easily
Image conscious.
influenced.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's image conscious. So, I mean, I talk to parents all the time for my job, and moms always come into Montclair. But for you, Jay, you still have a
I
young
just-
energy. So
I just I'm very intimidated by their storefront at the mall. Yeah.
well, what about like something simple would be like North Face is cool again. Patagonia obviously is always.
I think you should get like the American licensed brands in Korea.
That would be hilarious.
It's just
Natural Geographic.
National
Kodak.
Geographic- Kodak.
Kodak.
They're actually like
Wait,
kind of
so
cool.
James, can you explain for viewers who do not know what you're talking about?
So in Korea, because Korea loves the United States and like the aesthetic of Americana, so many American brands that are not clothing brands have very popular retail storefronts in Korea, including National Geographic, which sells jackets, bags,
Nothing more
travel.
Americana than National Geographic. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. All,
Expedition has one now, or sorry,
Discovery.
Discovery.
Yeah.
There's famously Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin just launched. Jeep sells stuff out
Jeep,
here.
Kodak, like we
Kodak.
mentioned.
Pan Am.
Pan Am,
Wow.
dead brands.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's my childhood generation.
Yeah,
Dude, okay, then it's settled. We're gonna get you a Pan Am jacket for Christmas.
I would love, but that's the thing. Honestly, if you buy one and I can afford it, I'll also get something.
I mean, a Montclair is $1,000, right? So a Pan Am jacket
Is
may
it?
be like
No, but I-
700. Yeah, I
like,
think so.
I'm-
That's I don't.
It's
think
not that
they're-
expensive.
No, I don't think they're that
Really?
cheap.
Is it more expensive than
I feel like a
1,000?
big puffer.
It's been a long time since I've actually researched.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think I walked by and looked at like a $2,500 jacket.
Do you know the brand Barber?
No.
Do you know the brand Barber? You
Barber's
know,
sick.
yeah,
Barber's
Barber's
cool.
sick. We should get you a Barber jacket. That's a
I can see
cool.
it.
That's
the
a cool
reason
brand.
why I say Montclair not to be like name brand, but honestly, looking at it at the store, the style of it, I think is a little special or more special than like the Kodak.
No, totally, dude. And then
Well,
also,
but it's like no.
And if I'm
For
gonna
me-
spend like
Yeah.
Kodak's got to be like
no, and I love this too
$700
because you're like
$100 bucks.
Ralphie in A Christmas Story, like looking at the fucking rifle in the storefront. Like that's you with this Montclair jacket.
kinda.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do everything in my limited economic power to get one for you.
Yeah, my jacket is from Emart, bro.
I know.
That's a
I like
that's a
that
cool
jacket, though.
It's a cool
Yeah.
jacket, but
Yeah.
the size is F free.
well, I mean, you
I thought it was fat, but it's
yeah.
free.
You said it a different way last time. Yeah.
But it is an E-Mart jacket. I think it was like
That's so funny.
$40.
That you rock the craziest cheap jacket.
I
could
do.
think of.
And every time I go to the mall, I walk by Montclair going, are they going to let me in?
Yeah, because you look like
I look like
schlub.
a...
yeah.
Yeah, I look...
You gotta start somewhere.
I got to start somewhere.
But also, you
Start above
No,
Emart.
But Jay's had this conversation with me a few times before. I haven't seen it yet. I'll believe it when I see it, Jay.
like when he actually makes the transformation. Yeah.
Well, you buy
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? I just need a new bag. Maybe we can go to Hermes.
I remember that
or like
day. Yeah.
Gucci or something. I mean, I don't think you need it.
But I mean, if
But
I'm being honest,
you really
as,
want
as
it.
someone who embarrassingly has looked at luxury brands for a lot of different items, because I did go through a phase where I was like, I want to get like the best quality XYZ. I don't think luxury brands would look good on you. And that's purely because your
loud.
vibe, they're loud, they're a little bit, they're flashy.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I would not wear any luxury brands except for Montclair jacket.
But with
is that the
said-
one?
But there are some
It's the puffer
pieces.
jacket.
There are
That's
some
simple.
pieces.
I used to wear some Burberry stuff.
Yeah,
when
I was gonna say
younger.
there are some Burberry pieces that are like under the radar, really dope. I
Yeah.
think Louis Vuitton and Prada also make
No.
some really good under
I
the
think
radar
if
products.
you get something with
I
like
just
a little
don't
logo
I
on the
just
shoulder.
don't like showing logos, brand names. Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. Montclair, that's the thing. It's just a little shoulder patch.
Dude, I picked up this hoodie from Muji.
I thought you were gonna say GS25.
I love Muji.
Hey, Muji is pretty close.
I got this from the subway station. Jay, do you have any like hot things on your wish list this year? Or I mean, you're spending with the holidays with your family. You guys do gift giving?
Yeah, we have a tradition of like gifts under the Christmas tree and Christmas morning, like
waking up and opening gifts together.
Yeah. There was one year where we all mutually decided no gifts, and that was pretty cool. But then also it just kind of like it's a bit of a downer of like when you're used to like I don't know having this like exciting sort of tradition.
What led you guys to that decision? Was it just like, oh, we should do it different this year? Or...
Well, I think everyone's like busy and it's just like some people may not like what they're even getting, which is not the point. I mean, right? It's all about just the season of giving. It doesn't matter what you receive.
I agree.
That being said, I think this year no one said anything, so I'm just assuming we're gonna be exchanging gifts.
Have you bought gifts yet too?
I did. So today,
Nice.
I went out and I know that neither my sister nor her husband are going to listen to this. So I actually found gifts that
harsh.
I really like for
What'd you-
them.
what'd you get
So
them?
like I got
It's the one episode they listen to.
You never know.
I mean, they might listen to it, but not before
Before the
Christmas.
Christmas for sure.
So I got my brother-in-law he runs a lot, so I got him a Nike Korea shirt. So it has the Nike swoosh, but then it says Korea on it.
Okay.
And I think he's into that sort of like,
Okay. It's dangerously close to Young 40, but
I don't know what that is. But,
I explained it to you last week on the podcast.
okay.
It's just like anything that's
What is
overly
that?
sort of logoed and branded.
Oh, right.
Especially when you're like a parent.
I mean,
age, yeah.
honestly, I was trying to get him one that says Seoul, which I think is a little bit less loud.
Kind of
but
like your new Supreme jacket.
Shut up, Jay.
Anyway, so I got them. I basically got them like Seoul themed sort of sports gear.
Yeah.
So I got him like that shirt. I got him a hat that says New Balance Seoul, and then I got my sister a gray sweater that says New Balance Seoul. And have you guys heard of the gray uniform? The gray sweatpant uniform?
Is that like a meme or
the
is that
grays, like
I don't-
aliens?
It's like people who wear just top to bottom gray sweats.
yeah, kind of like sure.
I see that in
Yeah.
the U.S.
Like a
Yeah, yeah,
leisure
yeah.
type of
right.
aesthetic,
And
though.
and
Yeah.
my sister, my older sister is deaf. That's like one of
her
her
thing.
uniforms.
Yeah.
and
it's your
so-
outfit with gray sweatpants.
Sure,
You're halfway there,
yeah.
Jay.
Yeah,
You're
I'm halfway there. So yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, this is perfect. And so I knocked out two.
Nice.
two
What'd you get
gifts.
for Denise?
she told me exactly what she wanted. She sent me a link.
Oh, she's
and
one of
like,
those
She's like,
people.
if you need inspiration, I was like, done. Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't need to think.
What was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, what was
it's
it?
like a nice towel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like from Etsy.
Oh, shit.
like a custom one.
Yeah,
We gave
sort of
you
like
a towel one year.
Well, you gave me a
James.
towel. Okay, you
Is
gave
it-
me a
But it
towel.
was a nice towel.
No,
I
no.
love that towel.
Aaron got me a towel first. Okay, he goes.
I thought it was a blanket.
I got you a blanket. I look at it, I'm like, this is terry cloth. And I look at the tag and it's like beach towel. And I was like, you thought it was a throw blanket.
I thought it was a throw blanket, yeah.
And it kind of has a throw blanket ass. It's like it's very like I don't know, Native American pattern
it's an
inspired.
ornate sort of pattern, yeah.
Yeah. And then you actually got me a towel. So I have two really loud
I'm
towels.
a firm believer that throw blankets are also one of like the top 5 gifts you can
Great,
get for someone.
great
Yeah,
thing to
that's a
have.
good gift. That's something that no one will ever really throw away, because here's an example. Sue got me a blanket one year from Daiso as like a joke gift. It was like Itonon, and we used it for probably 3 or 4 years. And it was the ugliest blanket, but it was so warm and practical.
yeah.
And you always need a blanket.
In fact,
we need
your
them
apartment
here.
right
we
here,
need them
yeah.
here, actually.
Okay, so that's another idea. So after Montclair
I'm
jacket,
calling that
that's a
one.
blanket.
I'm calling throw blanket.
Was the towel like full size towel?
It was like a beach towel, like a big.
It was
beach
a
towel.
big towel, yeah.
It looked like.
I stopped using big towels.
Are you
Oh,
using
Oh, you're at
Korean
the age
towels
where
I
you
now?
use
use
little
like,
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
They take too much energy when
totally.
you wash it.
I think
for sure,
I'm
yeah.
probably close to that stage where
You
I'm
still use a big, like
for sure.
American sized towel.
I do.
I use an
I
American
do.
towel.
I do.
I haven't used
Whoa.
that in like years.
No.
I use an American towel, but
Small towel.
And I had always had like, I think 2 like small towels around. Mostly it's just like hand towels, right? For
Right.
the
The
bathroom.
only reason for a big towel if you're gonna do the whole
I wrap.
Yeah,
I like
the
to
whole
stay-
you
my-
have
my-
to come
Oh.
outside with the towel.
Yeah, it's like if
on.
you
I-
have roommates. Like,
yeah,
you
No, I
fix
do it 'cause it's
breakfast,
cold.
and a towel.
Yeah, I do it because when I get out of the shower, I want to like just wrap myself in.
See where you
Interesting.
after you wrap yourself, where are you going?
Yeah.
I literally stand in front of the mirror in front of my shower.
In the bathroom?
dry
See,
off
you don't
and then
even
I-
need that towel then. Who's looking?
I agree, but also I have so many big towels. I have to use them.
Interesting.
I like the big towel. It's just like
Because
more.
if you wash it, it's like
yeah, it's bad for the environment. Honestly.
yeah.
That's you can't always pull
It's
that
so
card.
easy to.
Bro, you're right. It is
yeah.
bad for the environment.
I mean, you have
once
to
I-
buy more equal number of equal amount of like.
Well, what if I
square
took my What if I
footage.
took my big towel and cut it into like 6 small towels?
That's
problem
fancy.
solved.
Bitches.
Environment saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be actually. I
I
want me to do
mean-
that for you.
Once I moved to Korea, I fully converted.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and
That
then
is the
storing
Asian
them's
thing.
easy.
Yeah.
I-
Washing it's way easier. I mean, yeah.
I ended up buying a bunch of like the Korean size towels, like the hotel towels, I guess. Because I did an ex that was like, why do you only have big towels?
You know, that reminds me. One year, Jaehyun for Christmas bought me a really nice bathrobe, but I'm not a bathrobe guy. Like, I don't want to hang out in a robe after a shower. I felt terrible. It was like a really nice Tekla bathrobe, and she clearly like had put a lot of thought into it. I think I wore it twice, and then we just sold
Yeah.
it. We just sold it on Tangun.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the idea of a bath
Sold it.
towel. I love a
Used
robe.
robe on Tangun.
Yeah, I mean, it was barely used, and it's Tekla. It's like a really good
Tangun
brand.
is crazy.
Yeah,
Tangun's crazy.
dude. Jaehyun was able
You
to
say you're
sell.
not a germaphobe.
I'm not, but like, that's such a random thing to buy used off of someone. A used robe.
I mean, aside from underwear, and socks, I don't think anything is weird to buy used in terms of clothing. Like I bought a hat. I bought a used hat, or that's a weird sentence. I went to a thrift store and I found a cool hat, and I wore it, and something about it like made my forehead turn red, and I was like, "This is so gross." I was like, "This is so gross," but this hat looks so good on me. I just kept wearing it.
You wash it.
No, I just wore it until my skin got used to it.
That's
But like, I was like, "Damn, this is so nasty." Like, who the fuck died in this hat?
Wait.
Oh no.
Say who the fuck died in this hat again?
Who the fuck died in this hat? Pause for laughter. It was a good bit. Very funny.
Yeah.
So what was it? Was it
I
the
think
dye?
it was just no. It was the material. There was a mesh lining that I think
and it was
irritated my skin.
imprinting your skin.
Yeah, something
It's
like that.
irritating it.
Something like that. But
But you know what definitely brings me into the Christmas spirit is going to like an outdoor area where they went crazy on the decorations.
Yeah,
We should go to
Gwanghwamun has.
Christmas-
Yeah,
should
we
go to
should
Christmas
go
market.
to something like
I
that.
went. I went
Just-
one year. Well, Christmas market you're doing on Friday, with your
Here.
daughter's business in this building. So hopefully I can make it. But I went to the Gwanghwamun years ago, and it was a letdown. Let's put it that way.
I went to the Christmas market in Seoraemaul, the French village in Seoul.
I'm sure that was pretty lit.
And it's small, but it's cute, and it's all like it's very European.
Do you have an ice rink?
No, it's too small for that. But it's
Can
like a
have a
little.
nice
It's
rink.
like it's as if they turned like a town square into
they
a
have a
little
petting zoo?
market.
Yeah,
No, it's really just it's a couple of food stalls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's all you can expect from a Christmas
That's all you can
market,
expect. 'Cause
yeah.
There's not
And it's probably hella cold in Korea. It's not like LA.
freezing when
cold.
yeah.
I just remember we went with one of our old improv members who was like a big YouTuber. She is a big YouTuber, and they were just like, as soon as we got there, like a line of people wanted to talk to her.
Really, Metop?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but it was very interesting. Just like she'd just be like, a bunch of people talking to her. She's like, just give me the hand signal to go away. Like we'll talk later because there's just a bunch of people talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, if I was a big YouTuber, I'd want to go to the Christmas market all the time.
Did you guys see the new Itaewon thing over there?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just
I
opened
just
it
saw it
today.
I saw-
today.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Did they open the staircase? that
Everything.
goes
Yeah, it's
down?
open.
Everything. It's crazy.
Dude, leave it to when I leave this neighborhood for them to actually
gets
invest
nice.
money to make it
It's
nice.
crazy.
It was funny because
I think they went a little overboard,
a
honestly.
little bit
Well, they
Or-
built a staircase above the public bathrooms, which was a big
no,
like.
but there's
Dude, there's a
projected
massive
waterfall.
LED screen that does
Oh,
a waterfall
wow.
on a massive LED
what
screen.
the shit?
So
Yeah.
there's like concept images I saw, and it looked like waterfalls. Today I look and I realize it's just
An LED
it's a
screen.
projector.
It's a massive LED
screen
screen.
projector or something like that.
It's great. It's great for our area, but it's a lawsuit waiting to happen because as I'm walking, there's no lights on the ground, okay, and there's a step. As I'm like looking out at all the beauty, there's a step. Like so many people are gonna eat it on that
Especially
step.
because everyone gets wasted at that GS25.
Oh my god!
People are gonna drink
someone's
there so
gonna
hard.
fuck-
Yeah.
They're gonna slip and fall on that step like you wouldn't believe because
Yeah.
it's you can't see
Oh,
it.
I believe it. I ate shit
You
at
can't see
James's birthday in this very building, and my knee is never going to be the same.
What?
Yeah, dude. I tweaked my knee. You were there. You saw me
What
slip,
happened?
right? I was like leaving the party, and I think maybe Sean caught me, but I was leaving, walking down the stairs behind the building, and it was snowing that day or raining, and I slipped, and I tweaked my knee so extremely, and it's been like 3 months. And
The
it's
little
still-
alley on the way to Gino's?
Yeah. That's how I know like I am getting old because it's been so long and my body still hasn't healed. But it is what it is.
Wow.
It's tough. It's tough.
Anyway, speaking of healing, are we looking forward to reconciling any fractured relationships this holiday season? Trying to.
2025 was crazy.
It was a crazy year. What happened this
A
year?
lot of fractures.
There were. Well, I can think of one, but
On the record, officially, no, everything's been dandy.
you can't keep pushing it down, James. You can't keep hiding your true feelings. How do you feel about this year? What's your 2025 recap? What's your Spotify recap emotionally?
It's been
Fuck guys.
Yeah, me too. My whole Spotify recap.
no,
has been
yeah.
fuck
I mean,
eyes.
no. This year it's been tough in a lot of ways, but you know, like overarching. There's been just so much shit, but nuggets of just blessings too. So I have to.
All right. What blessings? Tell us. Pray tell. What nuggets of blessings have you
We
received?
still have good friends. You know, we have like a great community. We have
I
like,
feel like it's wrapping up really nicely. The year.
yeah. It just started out in such
I think
a
it
chaotic
started
way.
out a
I
little
agree.
chaotic.
I agree.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a baby.
Well, you had a baby.
My start of the year was fantastic.
You don't
It
remember-
goes like this. It goes like this. New Year's party at Jay's building.
Yeah.
My birthday. My son was born. All of February is just gone for me.
Yeah, but
But yeah, no, that was a rough month.
Yeah,
for
it was a
sure.
rough
That was a
month.
rough one. Yeah.
I mean, you were like, it was so funny when you first had the baby. You're like, everything they say about parenthood, it's true. You don't get any sleep. You're
Yeah.
constantly tired.
Yeah,
The baby
it's-
keeps crying.
It's so rough. I really hope that one day you guys maybe will be able to bond with me over that, because it's like something that, yeah, just like when you have one, you're like, fuck.
Wait.
This is what people have been talking about this whole time. Well, so I mean, it's gonna be hard to do this, right? But like, can you guys remember maybe your top moments of 2025, or like things that stand out this year? Because for me, it really is all just taken over by having the kid, and the months from March to basically the trip to America we just took are just a blur. I really don't remember anything.
Honestly, Kim Jong.
Yeah.
That really marked like the light at the end of the tunnel or whatever. Truly. Not like Kim Jong was rough, and I know you guys, the listeners here know all about it already.
Oh yeah, they definitely listened to every episode.
But it was like timing wise, like the circumstances, it just was. It's like I feel like I'm about to. It's like the start of a new chapter.
I didn't really do much of the Kim Jong part. I was in the field, and let me tell you, work in the field was wow. That was amazing.
Okay, so has that inspired you?
Amazingly
to
hard too.
buy a bunch of land and
No.
become a farm? Okay.
Did it turn you? Wait,
But having that experience, having ability to go there every year,
I have a question to you.
possibly.
I know you have joked to me about getting a farm in Korea. Like, do you feel like this experience made you slightly more or slightly less wanting of that kind of land?
More wanting that kind of land because I realized you don't have to have a farm. You could just pay a little extra and just have a plot of land and a garden. You
mean,
don't actually have to have a
land
farm.
is cool.
Farmland is actually cheaper, from what I understand.
At
my
least in that
parents.
region.
In that region, and the area where you don't have to farm is actually a little bit more expensive.
It's actually a lot more expensive.
Yeah, but comparatively to like LA, Seoul is just nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to have farmland there, you have to farm for 3 years and you have to prove it. That would be very difficult
Yeah.
at my age.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a farmer is not.
No, it's no joke.
They
Yeah,
said-
it's no joke.
There's like a narc that goes around.
There
and,
is
like,
someone that goes around, takes
writes
pictures,
down like what you're farming.
make sure that you're actually farming something.
Dude, that sounds awful.
Yeah,
Actually. I don't like that at all.
It's kind of sketch.
Yeah.
The reason why I would want a house out there is just it would be nice to have like my dog run around. You know, like having dogs would be nice.
Dude, Darla would not go outside.
Dude, I took Darla to Daejeon to the
Did she
Shigor.
love-
She had the zoomies for like an hour.
That's
She was
awesome.
running around like
For
crazy.
sure.
Because I assume just knowing Darla, she looks like
No, she
she's happy
runs.
to be home.
No, she's when I used to live. We were in L.A. She would escape. She would go to the neighbor's yard. We'd find her with skunk like things on her.
Wow.
She's actually much more like a wild dog than you think.
Don't let the haircut fool you then.
Don't let the hair.
Oh, she looks so precious.
Comes back with like lizards in her mouth, and she's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But would love to have like outdoor space.
I agree with you. But you know, dogs, as much as it's like cool to think about all the land that they would use, I don't think they would use that much of it. I'm just thinking of like my parents' property. The dogs don't touch 80% of it.
That's why I'm saying that's why I would not want a farm.
Yeah.
I would just want like a little plot to put a house.
But
Like the
it's-
pension that we stayed at, there's no farm, but that lot was
With a little
awesome.
yard with a
Awesome.
little fence.
Yeah, and it was like 10 minutes from Jenny's
Man,
farm.
it'd be so nice to go like skiing this year or snowboarding. We should do
Or
that
just
again.
get a
Still have
pension.
tons of
Or
time,
or
dude.
pension, yeah.
Bring
We
Lucas.
have tons of time.
I mean, but bringing the baby would just be a whole. I mean, obviously, I'd have to, but that's the one thing that's kind of stopping me from committing or even trying to organize that. Because honestly, that just sounds like a lot of. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. I'll give you an example. We went out on Sunday to see our friend in Yeonnam-dong, and we're like, "Fuck it, YOLO!" Just like he wakes up from this nap, we're gonna put him in the car. We're gonna go out there and it ruined his entire day.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
Because he like skipped his nap. We were like, we couldn't even get lunch because nothing was open in that area on Sunday for us to eat. So it was like we had to rush home to eat, but like he was like falling asleep in the car, but he fell asleep for 5 minutes and we parked, and then we had to debate, do we take him upstairs? And long story short, the hours from 1 p.m. when we left the house to 7:30 when he went down were just miserable. It was awful. And it was the worst case scenario. And Jalen kept saying, like, this is actually the worst case scenario. And me trying to be like, no, it's fine. He'll go to bed. Let me hold him. And it didn't work. So as like, resilient as I think that my son is, and as much as I want to be the kind of parent to be like, yeah, let's just go for it and see what happens, my wife has proven me wrong that, like, no, if you do that, we're going to pay the price. And Sunday was a great example of that. It was awful. But, you know, he's teething. He's going through his own growing pains, so we'll see. And also, like, snowboarding and skiing sounds like one day I'll go skiing or snowboarding, and the next day Jaehyun will go, and we'll always have someone at home with a kid. So it should be fine.
Yeah, we're at the age you don't have to ski every day.
Yeah, especially because my knee is fucked up. I literally probably
My
can't
knee
ski.
also is as due to a
Didn't
ski related.
Didn't you get injured last time?
I got ski related knee injuries 2 years in a row, and so my knee is for sure
done for.
Well, I don't know. I'd love to give it another shot, but heuristically,
Whoa.
I'm just like,
why use that word? Can you replace that with a simpler
I am
word?
supposed to go under the knife to get out these screws in February.
Well,
Oh my god, you fucking broke your wrist. I totally forgot about that.
Well, they're
that
taking
happened
it
this
out.
year.
They can just leave it in.
Wow.
What?
You don't just leave it in.
They don't just leave it in.
Do they always remove it?
That's what they said.
Dude, I forgot that you broke your wrist this year.
There's literally in the MRI, there's a brace with screws. I'm not going to leave that in there.
That's crazy.
But if it healed so well, I can literally do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Skateboarding.
Go farming.
I did farming.
Skateboarding.
No, I'm not.
That's the one thing.
No, that's one thing I'm not.
I'm
gonna
over it.
Ice skating or skateboarding?
I was thinking about our Christmas episode,
2 years ago.
ago.
Yeah, that was a fucking great episode.
and we got so drunk. This is probably
Yeah.
the most sober Christmas episode ever.
Oh, 100%.
It just sucks because my fault. We lost like a bit of that recording, right? Like a good chunk.
I think that there were two different episodes. Oh, no, you're right. There was a second
Yeah.
half where we
'Cause,
recorded ourselves
like-
singing and we lost it.
Yeah, because I think we were in like a flow state of just riffing
Yeah.
and being drunk and funny, and we lost like a good
Yeah,
chunk of
it's
that,
fine.
sadly. Yeah.
That was we'll never be able to recreate, put lightning in a bottle, so to speak. But it's fine because we've grown and matured as a podcast and as a friend group over the years. And frankly, we can have a lot of fun and be very witty and silly without alcohol.
Case in point.
It's true.
I would like to say 2025, there was a lot of crazy crap that I wouldn't want to revisit, but I think we all scathed really nicely out of it. And we all survived. But two things happened this year. One is our weekly card game. That
was like the only thing I could look forward to for a few months.
that
Yeah.
actually is one of the most consistent things that I've ever
Yeah.
had in my life,
Yeah.
which is great. And then James and I started jamming
I
downstairs.
know, I heard.
So that's
And
another thing
I
that we're
just
gonna,
learned that Jay's been playing the trumpet well
Yeah.
enough to be in an orchestra. I can't believe it. I'm
Yeah.
still like
And
shocked.
we're actually jamming with a trumpet. Last week we were jamming Creep. James was playing Creep on the trumpet. Come on.
Sorry,
Come on.
James playing creep on the trumpet
Yeah.
is its own bit.
Dude.
I will
it
say-
was sick.
So I'm.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
literally like that. But
Exactly.
I
He played
honestly,
the melody.
It's one. I'm glad that I could. It was really bad, but at least stumble through a sight read of Creep.
Oh, you were sight reading it, so you remember all the fingering.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And then number two, Jay is phenomenal considering he's only been at it for like a few months.
Clearly, you must be.
Wait,
It-
sorry.
Jay Uncle.
Jay Uncle is phenomenal because he's really we all know this about Jay Uncle. He's a kind of jack of all trades. He's like good at pretty much everything.
He sounds like, honestly, for that amount of time, like sounds really good.
I thought having trumpet in the bass, guitar, drum 3-piece band would be like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
but
it sounds like a terrible.
It
It sounds dumb.
no, it gelled so nicely.
You guys are gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel Live next year.
There are 100% way worse instruments.
Yeah, in other words, 2025 proved to me like I wanted these like weekly or bi-monthly or these regular things that we could do that gives us an excuse to get together and do it and just have some sort of purpose, you know? Like 'cause James and I are thinking of like setting the community center up to like movie night. Dude, we got a great plan. So look out for that.
So you guys are scheduling like screenings now?
It could be.
The plan is
I would love for you guys to do that. That sounds great.
Getting there.
the plan first of all is to get a nice projector.
We're getting a nice projector. Well, we spotted one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday at IKEA.
Okay.
It's a close. What is it?
Ultra short throw.
Short throw, yeah.
It's so clear.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
Is it like LG?
It was like Epson, but I mean,
Epson.
but something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of whatever programming you guys are planning. I mean, for me and Jay Uncle, we're just trying to do the podcast. This is our contribution to the culture, for better or for worse, you know. But also because I was counting it, and this year we've only done 10 episodes of the podcast, which is crazy, like low numbers. For us.
I mean, just going back to like this year, like a look back on this year, 2025 was super rough. I would say, like for me personally, like I had surgery in January, and I was out of commission.
And then you got neck or spinal surgery.
Yeah,
too.
and but I mean that was like the least of it.
Wait, that was the spinal surgery in January.
Yeah,
that was already
in
a year ago then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then like, fractured relationships that have slowly sort of rehealed, I guess you would say.
You know, I feel like that's been the biggest thing of this year in a lot of ways, but we can't. It'd be not cool for us to go into too much detail about all.
No,
of
I
it.
mean,
we don't have to go into
the
detail, but-
elephant in the room that you guys are talking about. I think I am far removed from that. I'm
No.
like-
It's just no. It's
Yeah.
I'm not even. It's not one thing
Yeah.
for me. It's a whole collective.
Well, I'll say this.
Sure.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And long story short, I found out that someone that I thought was like at least a friendly acquaintance just randomly unfollowed me on Instagram, right? And unfollowed my wife. And we ran into this person in a casual setting, and this person completely basically like ignored us, which was what made me think like, oh, something must be up. And that kind of led me, I'm not going to lie, after that interaction, we got home and Jan was like, are you okay? Is something on your mind? And I was like, oh no, just work. But I was really just thinking about like, what did I do? Like, I don't really care because if I ever see this person socially, I'm not going to really bring it up, and I'm not too like upset about it, but I was bothered. So I want to distinguish, like, I'm not mad. I'm just genuinely like, what did I do?
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person to kind of go into spirals of like, I must have said something. I must have made a bad joke. I must have done something, or I didn't do something. Like maybe I ignored them at an event, or maybe I slighted them unintentionally, and I can't go back in time. I can't revisit those things, but it was really bothering me. And then I was like, should I text them? Like, and then I kind of had to conclude, like, it's whatever. It's not a huge deal. If this person doesn't like me or doesn't want to be associated with me, I can live with that. And all I can really do is kind of like vow to be more aware, I guess, or whatever. But at the same time, it did bring my attention to the fact that there are a lot of like people in our lives that I think either people are cutting, I don't fuck with that person anymore, or cut them out, or this person sucks. Fuck. And I always thought that as you get older, you become like more tolerant of people and more understanding. But I've actually learned it's the opposite.
It is the opposite.
It only takes one person to turn people. I mean, I've seen it in our friend group with friends. One person in our group will turn on someone, and then everyone turns on that person. I've seen it happen twice in our friend group, right? So, and I'm not going to name names, but that's the kind of energy that I'm like, oh, dude, This is not. I wasn't put on this planet to dislike people. That's what it always comes down to. And I also wasn't put on this planet to like be resentful or anything.
So for whatever it's worth, Aaron, you know, I feel like I've been around long enough to know people, and yeah, as you said, there's things that you say or do, not even do. I would just say that maybe someone might be offended.
Yeah, I mean, it happens
often.
Often, yeah, it happens
But,
often.
I honestly, truly feel you're probably one of the nicest people I've ever known.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like I can't hide behind me being like I'm a nice guy to like justify making a mean joke, cracking a joke. I've learned that lesson, right? I mean, I just made a joke about Say, and you basically were like, if Say were here, he'd be pissed. So I had to learn from that,
Probably
right?
Punch you in the face.
Right, which is fine. Because in his view, I would have deserved that, and that's like understandable. I'm not going to defend it, right?
You just need to get to know you. And if a person doesn't make the effort to get to know you and makes those kinds of blank judgments, it's, in my eyes, it's a YP, not an MP. So,
So in any case, but that happened very recently, so it was very front of mind for me, and on like all of Sunday, I was like, man, this is starting to bother me. I got over it because it's like it's fine. I'll see this person around, and we'll both pretend that it's normal, but that's what I mean. It's like there are some people that I used to hang out with regularly 2 years ago that I never see anymore. There's a few. I mean, for all of us, actually, there's a few people like that. And so going into 2026, I guess my takeaway is I hope that we can still hold on to what we have as a community, because Lord knows this community has been assailed from every direction through happenstance, gossip, you name it. Everything has happened where people will drop out, people will be kicked out, people will be exiled, they'll be ostracized. It just has happened quite a bit, especially this year that I noticed. And I wish it weren't that way, but I'm not here to champion one person over another or anything. That's not my job.
I am definitely on the sensitive side, and I definitely wake up at 2 a.m. thinking what I said, how did I say it, and how did that affect that person, why that person is treating me this way, or I'm treating. Yeah, it goes through my head. But as I get older, this is what you got to do. You got to just, like you said, you love yourself. You do love yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in who I am. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all it is. What you got to do is just, it's action more than thought. It's like, the way I do it is, I just create the best life that I would be happy about right in front of me, what is in control of myself, like decorating this place or buying the building. These things make me happy. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I don't need validation from anybody on any of this stuff. I care less what you think about me. Oh, Jay's spending too much, or Jay doesn't spend enough. I don't give a crap. This is what makes me happy. Mm-hmm. And if they follow, they follow. If they don't, they don't. Haters will hate. Lovers will love. And you know what? I just react to what's right in front of me. If I get a hater in my face, which I don't ever, except for...
I was going to say, like, when's the last time a hater came up to you and was like, I fucking hate your chair, or whatever the fuck?
You'd be surprised, bro. But these are the things that you avoid, and then you gravitate to the people that really respect for who you are, because you're respecting them in return. And it's just like this respect. If there's no respect, like in 2025, I'm not going to name names, but like someone kind of like dropped out of my life, and I felt it was unwarranted. But then I come to think of it as like, it's that person's loss, not my loss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm doing the best I can to make me happy. If you're not happy seeing me be happy with what I created for myself, then fuck you.
And with that said, I hope you guys can take this message into 2026. If you can't be happy for what I have, then fuck you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, this actually got like unexpectedly like really deep at the end of the conversation.
Which is great. I like that. Yeah.
We'll continue this off mic. I think we have a lot more gossip to get to. But anyway,
There we can name names.
exactly.
And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can find out about all these names if you sign up for the low cost of $10 a month.
Oh my God! Wait, should we start a Patreon because I think we need it?
Yeah.
Nope.
You don't have it, but you're plugging it?
I mean, he's doing a bit, but we 100% should because you and I have started I've invested real money into this podcast.
Same. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm never gonna make that $200 back. But in any case, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of the Side Dish Podcast, the last episode of 2025. We apologize. We didn't publish a lot of episodes this year. I think we had a good reason. It was also like a pretty crazy year for everyone.
I know Luke's disappointed in particular.
Why? He was on the last episode.
He loves listening.
I know. Luke is a big listener. He actually texted me about Hogwarts Legacy the other day, which is so funny.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, he was like, I'm playing it, man. But anyway, if you like our podcast, please support us by downloading the Patreon link or but just follow us on Instagram.
I'll pay Aaron specifically.
Yeah, please give me $50 a month. But with that said, have a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Bye.